Hello everyone. Today we are going to look into the chapter querying using SQL. Here there are some commands like group by, order by and so on, which can be used for doing the questions in this chapter. So let's start with it. The first thing that we have to look into this chapter is order by. Order by is used to arrange the records in ascending or descending order. So first let us open one of our databases. Use practice, which I had created in my previous session, and with show tables. Let's see what tables we have. Here I have got data, EMPL and STU, 3 tables, out of which data and EMPL are the 2 important tables that are going to be used in this chapter. Now if suppose we want to, first of all let me show you the records which are present in data. Select asterisk from data. Here we are getting some records, and if suppose we have to arrange all the records which are present here in ascending order of marks, so we will be writing select asterisk from data, order by marks. We are not writing anything, we are just writing order by marks. And now this is going to show us all the marks arranged in ascending order from smaller to bigger. So here you can see 32.5, then 51.6 and so on. And if suppose we have to arrange the same records in descending order, the only thing that we are going to change is DESC. This will arrange the records in descending order. Either you can use ASC also for ascending order, but if you do not use anything else, then it will be by default ascending order. Now there is one more topic, ordering data on multiple columns. Suppose you want to arrange the records in ascending order of the marks and descending order of names, or ascending order of section and descending order of marks. You can do both in one statement. So we will write select asterisk from data, order by section ASC, comma, marks DESC. So section wise, so we are getting everything in ascending order, but in marks we are getting in descending order from higher to lower. So that means we can use this group by on multiple columns at the same time. Then comes the next topic, ordering data on the basis of an expression. Suppose we are calculating as marks into 0.35, that is 35% of the marks. We are making a new column while displaying the records, and then we want to arrange the marks according to a condition. Let's see how. Suppose we write select roll number, comma, name, comma, marks, comma, marks into 0.35 from data where marks is greater than 70, order by section ASC, and marks into 0.35 DESC. So what did we write? Select roll number, comma, name, comma, marks into 0.35 from data where marks is greater than 70, order by section ASC, and marks into 0.35 DESC. So marks into 0.35 is a new expression which while using the select command only we are calculating, and then we are arranging the records in descending order of this marks. But our condition also has been given as where marks is greater than 70. Then come some aggregate functions like average, sum, count, max, min. So aggregate functions may, like it is written that we have been learning in the previous chapter, round function and all. Now group functions or aggregate functions are to be learnt in this chapter also. So it is said that group functions or aggregate functions work upon groups of rows rather than on a single row. That is why these functions are sometimes called multiple row functions. This page number 337 in informatics practices is showing us a table EMPL. Although I have also created, but I have put only certain records into it, not all the records. I've got this table with me. And here they are going to use a command average. The example one is showing calculate average salary of all employees listed in the table EMPL. So we will be writing select average sal from EMPL. If you want to write a heading with this, like average sal, and you give a heading average, so the heading will be given to the result from EMPL semicolon. So you can see the average has been given over here. This was average function. Then comes count function, which is used to count the total records according to a given condition. If you do not give any condition, it will only count the total records present in your relation. Example 2 is asking us count number of records in table EMPL. So here I have put only 3 to 4 records. Naturally, count function is going to give me only 4. So I'll write here select count star and here a heading will be total from EMPL. So total records that I am getting here is 4. Then example 3 is saying count number of jobs in table EMPL. Now here we have got a condition that how many jobs are there. So our command will change count job. And here we can change our title to whatever. Like we can also write total jobs or whatever we want to write. Just as a heading to be seen. So total jobs given in our table are 4. Although you can see yourself, salesman has been repeated 2 times in this table, right? But it is still counting it, and so it is telling us that there are 4 jobs. If you want to count only particular jobs, that only distinct jobs should be counted, then we can write distinct keyword with our job. So here we will be writing a keyword distinct. Now it is giving us exactly 3 as a answer, because now there are only 3 particular jobs. Example 5 is saying display maximum salary from the table EMPL. So we'll be using a function max. So here we'll be writing, instead of count, max. Max, and salary we will be writing here sal, and here we can write highest salary. So the highest salary that till now I have been putting is 2,985. Similar is the case with min also. Then sum function will calculate the total sum of all the salaries given in the department. So instead of max, we'll be writing here sum. And here we can write total salary instead of highest, total. Okay, then in sum also we can give some condition, as we know where also can be given. Like if suppose I want to calculate only the sum total of those employees who are working in who are having a job of salesman. So we can write where job is equal to salesman. So it will show only the sum total of those employees who are having a job of salesman. Then comes types of SQL functions, में single row and multiple row. Single row functions we have seen till now, that working on each and every column. But these functions that we have been using, like sum, count, max, min, average, they all take all the multiple rows of your table and they work on them. So they are said to be multiple row or aggregate functions. Now comes the next topic, that is group by. Group by means suppose you want to calculate the subtotal of those employees who are working in the same department separately and those who are working in another department separately. Group by will help us in that. So here we can write our command. We'll write select department number, comma, count star, comma, sum sal from EMPL, group by department number. So what happened? There are only two departments in the entire table, 20 and 30, which I have created. Let me show you my table so that you people can come to know how this result has come. Select asterisk from EMPL. See, my table is having two types of departments, 20, 20, 20 and 30. One department is of 30. So the department number over here is 20. The count value for 20 is 30 and for department number 30 it is 1. Sum salary means all those which are belonging to the same department number 20, their sum salary will be calculated altogether. And that is why it is giving us 4,585 for 20 and for 30 only 1, that is 1250. Now if you look carefully into this command which I have written, select department number, comma, count star, comma, sum salary. All the aggregate functions can work very well with our group by. The only thing is the attribute on which you are grouping it. That attribute should be written first of all, department number. Now let's see nested grouping also. First of all, let's see one more command, like suppose we want to print the MGR attribute also along with the department number and the count of the employee numbers. So let's see how do we do it. We will say department number, then we want count of employee number, Then we want one more attribute, and that is MGR present in that table from EMPL group by department number. So it's showing us department number, the count number of the departments, and the MGR which belong to those departments. Sometimes it so happens that if you want to give a condition with group by, you cannot use where keyword, you will have to use having. Having is a clause which is used with group by, because here also you can keep a condition of your own. If you want to keep your own condition, then you cannot use where. Instead of that, you can use having. So let's see this command itself. We are saying department number, comma, count EMP number, comma, MGR from EMPL. Then here we can give our own condition. Having department number is equal to 20. So it will show us only of the department number 20, not of 30 or any other department present in the table. We can also write this thing like select department number, count asterisk, count EMP number, MGR from EMPL group by department number. Having में we can change where count EMP number less than 1. Less than equal to 1. So it will show us only that employee number where the count for the employee numbers is equal to 1 only. That is having less than or equal to 1. So this is of only department number 30. So in having you can use your own conditions. We can also use having some salary between 3,000 and 7,000. Let's see one example out of this. There are 2 examples more given. We will write select department number, comma, job, comma, average sal from EMPL group by department number, comma, job, having job in, suppose I write here only clerk, or we can say clerk and manager. Let's see. Clerk, comma, manager. So what this command is doing for us, it is showing us the department number, the job, the average salary of those who are belonging to clerk department or manager department, and the query has been grouped on the basis of department number. If suppose the 2 department numbers match, then the job will be given importance, but it is showing only the records which have been given in the criteria of having, where the job can either be clerk or manager. So that means instead of where, you can use here having clause, right? So this finishes our chapter, in which we have seen group by and order by are the most important clauses to be used with select command. Then we have seen some aggregate functions like average, max, min, count, sum, and so on, and how to make use of these. So hope you have understood this. We'll come in the next session with another topic. Thank you.